What's the most you've ever spent on a meal? $100? 200? Well, today we're diving into a world where a single bite can cost more than your rent. We're talking about the most expensive, most luxurious, and most sought after foods on the planet. Get ready, because your taste buds are about to go on a wild, wallet-busting ride. Let's start with the king of luxury foods, caviar. These tiny, glistening pearls are essentially salt-cured fish roe, but not just any fish. The most prized caviar comes from the sturgeon, a prehistoric fish that can live for over a century. And the absolute pinnacle? Alma's caviar, from the incredibly rare albino beluga sturgeon found in the Caspian Sea. Its name means diamond in Russian, and for good reason. A single kilogram can fetch upwards of $30,000. Why so expensive? It's all about rarity and time. An albino beluga sturgeon is a genetic anomaly, and it can take up to 20 years for it to mature and produce these pale, golden eggs. The taste is described as incredibly complex, nutty, and creamy, with a subtle brininess that's unlike any other caviar. It's so delicate that it's traditionally served with a mother-of-pearl spoon because metal can alter its flavor. Imagine that, a food so fancy it requires its own special utensils. Next, we journey from the sea to the forest floor, digging for black diamonds. I'm talking about truffles. These aren't the chocolatey kind you get in a box. These are fungi that grow underground, near the roots of specific trees like oak and hazelnut. The most expensive of all is the Italian white truffle from Alba. These elusive fungi can't be cultivated. They have to be foraged in the wild, often with the help of specially trained dogs. Their price fluctuates wildly depending on the season and the harvest, but a large, high-quality white truffle can sell for thousands of dollars per pound. In fact, a record-breaking truffle once sold for over $300,000. What makes them so special? It's their intoxicating aroma. A single shaving of white truffle can transform a simple pasta or risotto into a gastronomic masterpiece. The scent is pungent, earthy, and garlicky, a truly unforgettable sensory experience. Now, let us talk about a spice that is literally worth more than its weight in gold: saffron. These delicate red threads are the stigmas from the Crocus sativus flower. Here's the catch: each flower only produces 3 tiny stigmas, and they must be harvested by hand during a very short flowering season. It takes about 75,000 flowers to produce just 1 pound of saffron. This incredibly labor-intensive process is why it's the world's most expensive spice. It's used in dishes around the globe, from Spanish paella to Indian biryani, lending a beautiful golden color and a unique, slightly sweet and floral flavor. While a little goes a long way, pure, high-quality saffron can cost thousands of dollars per pound. So next time you see those little red threads in your food, you'll know you're tasting pure dedication. Have you ever heard of a coffee that's, well, processed by an animal? Welcome to the strange world of kopi luwak. This is one of the most famous and controversial luxury foods. It's made from coffee cherries that have been eaten and partially digested by the Asian palm civet, a small cat-like mammal. The beans are then collected from the civet's droppings. Yes, you heard that right. The theory is that the civet's digestive enzymes ferment the beans, breaking down proteins and resulting in a coffee that's incredibly smooth, less acidic, and has a complex, chocolatey flavor. Because of its bizarre production method and limited supply, kopi luwak can sell for hundreds of dollars per pound. However, it's crucial to mention the ethical concerns. The high demand has led to many civets being caged and force-fed coffee cherries in inhumane conditions. If you're curious to try it, it's essential to seek out certified wild kopi luwak, where the beans are collected from the droppings of free-roaming, wild civets. Let's move on to some meaty extravagance. If you're a steak lover, you've probably heard of Wagyu beef. Wagyu literally means Japanese cow, and it refers to several specific breeds of cattle from Japan known for their intense marbling. This isn't just any fat, it's intramuscular fat that riddles the muscle, creating a pattern that looks like a work of art. The most legendary of all is Kobe beef, which comes from a specific strain of Wagyu cattle raised in Japan's Hyogo prefecture. These cattle are raised under strict protocols, sometimes even getting massages and being fed beer to stimulate their appetite. The result is a beef that is so tender, it literally melts in your mouth. The fat has a low melting point, creating a rich, buttery flavor that's unlike any other steak in the world. A single, top-grade A5 Kobe steak can cost hundreds of dollars at a restaurant. It's an experience that redefines what a steak can be. Now for a fruit that costs more than a new smartphone. Meet the Yubari King melon. This isn't your average cantaloupe. Grown in greenhouses in Yubari, Japan, these melons are a hybrid of two cantaloupe varieties and are famous for their perfect roundness and intensely sweet, juicy flesh. Their cultivation is an art form. Farmers give them constant attention, even massaging them to create the perfect texture and sweetness. They are often given as high-status gifts in Japan, and the best of the best are sold at auction. A pair of top-quality Yubari King melons once sold for an astonishing $45,000. They are prized for their perfect proportions and a flavor profile that is said to be the perfect balance of sweetness and spice. Imagine cutting into a melon that costs more than a car. From the land of the rising sun, we also get some of the world's most expensive seafood. Bluefin tuna is a prime example. Prized for sushi and sashimi, a single giant bluefin can be the star of a dramatic auction at Tokyo's Toyosu Fish Market. In 2019, a single fish weighing over 600 pounds was sold for a record-breaking $3.1 million. The most coveted part of the tuna is the fatty belly, known as otoro. It's so marbled with fat that it has a pale pink color and a rich buttery flavor that dissolves on the tongue. The high price is driven by incredible demand and the fact that bluefin tuna populations have been declining due to overfishing, making it a controversial delicacy. Conservation efforts are underway, but for now, this diamond of the sea remains one of the priciest bites you can find. Let's finish with something sweet, and I mean really sweet. Moose cheese. Yes, you're hearing me correctly. Produced at a single farm in Sweden called the Moose House, this cheese is one of the rarest and most expensive in the world. The farm is home to just a few moose, named Gullen, Helga, and Juna. They can only be milked during a specific period, from May to September, and they produce a very limited amount of milk. It takes a lot of patience to milk a moose. All this effort results in only about 600 pounds of cheese per year. The cheese has a smooth texture and a rich, slightly tangy flavor. A pound of this incredibly rare delicacy will set you back about $500. It's a true testament to how rarity and unique circumstances can create an incredibly valuable food. So there you have it, a tour of some of the world's most expensive tastes. From caviar that costs as much as a car to coffee that's passed through a civet, these foods show how rarity, labor, and unique stories can turn a simple meal into an unbelievable luxury. Would you try any of these? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the world of extravagant food, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more amazing content. See you next time.